welcome to a day of 25 days of beer.
That probably looks better on the video than it will on the audio if you're planning on using this take.
I don't worry about the audio. We're all good.
Alright.
So,
ooh, you are playing a very controversial song right now, dear.
I don't care. Everything in my life is controversial.
Alright, so welcome to our 25 days of beer. What are we drinking today?
We are drinking Winter Warmer from Harpoon.
Ooh, we've been to Harpoon before.
We have been to Harpoon. Harpoon was amazing to go to. What was your favorite part about Harpoon? Or do you remember?
So I did like the fact that Harpoon, essentially you had an hour tasting.
Yeah.
So, because it wasn't even a tour there.
The best thing about Harpoon, we walked in the door, they gave you a glass and said, okay, we have an hour and a half to drink beer. Come up, keep getting samples till we're done. Game on.
Now, I don't know if that's how they still do it, because I know a lot of beer laws have changed. And I think it was 2012 when we went to Harpoon.
We're in
it's
Boston,
been a while.
so we've been in Boston, and I haven't heard any changes in laws in Boston. So Georgia, I know, has changed a lot.
It's all the beer.
Excuse me.
That is not good.
I caught my nose.
Oh my.
Florida has changed some of their laws. A few other places have, but haven't heard anything about Boston changing their laws. So if you can make it up there, check it out. This one has a little cinnamon.
So it's, well, I was going to say, it's Winter Warmer, Cinnamon and Nutmeg Holiday Ale.
Mm-hmm.
So you were going to tell us it has cinnamon and nutmeg?
Yes, I was.
That's in the title.
I know, that's why I said it. And you can taste it too.
I can taste it. I don't know if they can taste it.
Well, go out and get you some and you can taste it. This one's actually 5.9% alcohol, so it's not too heavy, or not too heavy at all. So you can have a few before you really need to back off of them a little bit. But nutmeg, if you're not a huge cinnamon or nutmeg fan, you'll probably get away with one, because you definitely grab those flavors really up front in the smell and on the taste. What do you think?
Yeah, I don't think, if you're not big into cinnamon and nutmeg, one would probably be your max. It is a very rich beer, and while it is kind of light at 5.9, did you say?
Yes.
It's got a full body that goes along with it. And I just noticed that this is actually, they've been brewing this beer since 1988. What were you doing Christmas of 1988, Rob?
I think I was 9 years old. So I was probably riding my bicycle.
Like 3rd grade?
Yeah, I was probably riding my bicycle somewhere, hurting myself. So I was trying to jump it.
So this beer is matured like you have.
You said I matured.
Well, yeah, no. Anybody that listens to this podcast knows better. Especially, have y'all noticed, on those of you watching the video, our tree topper?
Tree topper.
Yes, we borrowed it for the bar, so you can't tell the people that are watching. You have to post this like after the holiday seasons on Facebook or Instagram, or they can watch this video. Don't tell them what it looks like. But our tree topper has a very special look to it. Anything else we need to know about this beer from Harpoon, other than a touch of cinnamon and nutmeg give the full body ale its festive flavor?
Somebody else read the label too this time.
I did.
It's pretty good. I really enjoy this. It's very complex for what it is. Like a lot of winter warmers, they have a really rich flavor. This one really brings out the different cinnamon and the nutmeg flavor, so you can grab the nutmeg. A lot of them don't grab nutmeg very much.
And I do think
Go ahead.
Well, I was going to say, I know you talked earlier in this series about the darker beers, and while this isn't your typical porter or stout, a very dark winter, to me it is a very flavorful and full body, and so it's not all the way into the super dark, but it's, I mean, Winter Warmer is probably a really good name for it, because it's you don't drink it warm, but it's a warm flavor.
It gives you a little warmer feeling than an IPA.
Yes.
I actually will even go up. I'll go another step and say, if you enjoy pumpkin beers, you'll like this one a little bit better than most other beers, because you really grab those. A lot of pumpkin beers tend to put a lot of nutmeg in it, so you feel like you're eating a pumpkin pie. Whereas this, you get almost.
It's very balanced.
Yeah, you don't get any pumpkin in it, but you get that nutmeg flavor.
And being that I don't care much for pumpkin beer, that's good for me.
Well, that's to each their own. So, to you all at home, cheers, and we'll see you
Tomorrow.
Either it's 19 or 20, we don't know.
Bye, y'all. Oh, and be sure to check us out on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube too. Bye.